Hell yeah. All right, we are live and in person. Hey everybody, it is me, Creator Jules. This is my friend Brooks.
Hi.
She is the Brooks Impact on Instagram. Alexandria is in her room doing some studying for her D1 training and fitness career. So she'll be joining us more at the end of the stream. That's why she's a feature. And then, yeah, we're just doing the damn thing this morning.
Yeah, I have to redo the toast because it just burned over. Take a quick look. It's okay. It's the only thing that I messed up so far.
It's okay. We got a whole thing.
Loaf.
We got a whole loaf.
We got a whole loaf.
A loaf. All right.
Jules made a beautiful song.
Oh, yeah.
You want to sing it while I just stir the cover toast?
Yeah. I'm an avocado, you're an avocado, we're all avocados 'cause we're avocadoing along. You're an avocado, I'm an avocado, we're all avocados 'cause we get that green all day long.
Now imagine making breakfast and you just have this beautiful musician creating a soundtrack for your life in this beautiful lighting. What can a creator ask for? How much could you ask for?
One day I'll have my own little content house and we can all live in it together.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the goal. That's my goal too. We have a lot of similar goals. That's what I'm like, who are you?
I mean, we're just starting to attract our vibe, you know?
No, facts. Thank God.
Speaking of about friggin' time. Okay, so there's this thing that I like to do at the end of every project that I do, and it's called Lessons Learned. Have you heard of it?
Well, I kind of figured. I feel like we're gonna talk about the lessons that we learned through.
Well, there's like a structured way of going through it.
Mm-hmm.
So Lessons Learned is my bubbly too. Lessons Learned is I like, I wish, I wonder. I learned it when I was learning project management.
I like, I wish, I wonder.
Yes. So we'll start off with I like. So what did you like about the event?
I like the intimacy of the event, and I like the types of people that were attracted to the event. I loved the space. Okay, I liked the space that we were at. I think it was definitely an upgrade.
Oh yeah.
For sure. Just everything about it was great. So can I only choose one thing?
Mm-mm.
I liked the way that you hosted the event without hosting the event.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Like
I'm pretty insecure about that, so I really appreciate you saying that.
No, for sure. Like you were hosting, like you allowed somebody else to be the MC of the event. But
Yeah.
the way that it allowed you to just float around the room, and every single person got to feel that warmth of you.
Aww.
So you actually, I feel like a lot of times when people are hosting events, they're on the mic, and so they're not actually like, and that's so unengaging.
Yeah.
So your ability to engage with every single guest was something that was just chef kisses, and you looked amazing. Like you were just floating through the room.
I will say I wish there was an I loved, but I liked my outfit. So check it out.
Was fire.
So when I was in Oklahoma, I went and shopped for this outfit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the funny part about this outfit is I was with my family, and my family is more conservative Christian.
Yeah.
And so, and I actually, the shirt you're wearing, the K3 Sisters band, the one thing that I took away from them that I really liked is like when they perform or they're bringing out their performance side, they're very sequenced, they're very animated, they're very glitter, you know. Yeah. And I am that, but I have a little bit more like warmth and authenticity. It's not so performance based, which I'm not saying that either way is wrong. It's just I wanted to mix the two. Yeah. And so I found this one. I love jumpsuits because they're fucking just easy to work with, you know. Mm-hmm. And so it was sequin. It had like that like 70s pant to it.
You look like a musician.
Yes, and see like. It's tough because there was another outfit that I had that looked more hosty, more like professional.
Yeah.
But it was like, man, when I got up and got to do my like couple minutes of jazz, like, I loved that because it's like, it was just like it's just my vibe. So it's like, I don't know. I'm glad I went with that outfit, and I'm glad my aunt encouraged me to go with that outfit because she was like, I get what you're trying to do, you know? And she like, well, everybody else is kind of like, that's a little scandalous.
Scandalous?
Yeah, like, because the back was open, there's not a lot of boob support, you know? Like, it was just like, it's not, you know, you've talked to me about like the modesty thing, you know? And so it was something that, because that my family, that community I was with, which is my family, was kind of making me feel that way. I was really insecure and I was kind of doubting it. But the moment I was there at the event, I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad that I went with this outfit.
Yeah, it was a great choice.
Yeah, it's part of having like that future vision of knowing like your audience, you know, of like you're dressing for who you want to be.
Yes. Yeah, and I think like that outfit just, it matches your personality.
Yeah.
Like who you are. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the corporate look, but I think there's different versions of you. And I prefer that version of you that I saw. Like, not prefer as in the other versions aren't, but I just love.
You see the life in me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love you, like, confidently walking in as I'm a creator. I'm a creator, Jules.
Yeah.
I'm an artist. I'm an entrepreneur. And I'm cultivating a community of people who are walking boldly in who they are. And it's like you're speaking life into other people, and I love seeing you speak life into yourself.
Okay, speaking of, can we talk about, first of all, your outfit was fire, and then two, it matched perfectly for what you ended up doing on the open mic, which is like basically you preached, like you were a preacher. And it was great because it was like, you know, there was this moment, you guys, when Brooks was like, okay, we can either play a game or I can share one of my notes. And like, I'm just going to share a random. Okay, give me the backstory.
So the backstory on that was I came in with a lot of emotions because there was a lot going on.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Just bring it back out.
Backstory,
come on.
Like, you guys, my cup was dry. Like, it was dry. Like, anxiety on 20. Anybody that struggles with anxiety, like, y'all know, sometimes anxiety can project into physical pain.
Oh, yeah, and your sickle cell had really, like, attacked you that morning, too, so,
High stress will trigger my sickle cell. And so, and plus, I'm also getting blood, which we'll talk about that another day, but I'm getting blood this week. I'll be getting blood on Friday. So every time it's about that time, I always feel a lot more drained. And then, like, with this whole business shift, which is off topic, like, there's just a lot going on right now.
Sure.
So I walked into this event. I didn't go to church, which is like my highlight of the week, but I wanted to go to this space because you guys, please take time to get to know Jewel and don't allow like that beginning, like her. She's just such a loving person, and she has to protect that. So like, if you allow yourself to be vulnerable and you don't get intimidated, like that, what she just does for me, I'm like, no, I'm going. There's no way I'm not going. Like, I need this, you know? No, I'm gonna be there. So I get there and I have all these emotions going on because of stuff that I felt before I walked in that door. But the moment I walk into the door, you see Jules, this 6'9", beautiful
69. Hey. Okay, sorry.
You know, literally in this like beautiful glittery outfit. She's like, "You made it!" She just like runs up to me and just like hugs me. I was like, "How can I help you?" She's like, "Just keep hugging me." And she didn't know in that moment that like that's what I needed, you know. And it was just. Like,
I did know.
Immediately, I'm just like, it feels like I don't know. It feels like home. Like it felt like home in a room full of strangers. So we just get to work and we just start working, and I still have these emotions going on. I don't know if you saw, but I kept going into. The great thing about this space was I was still able to work while we were working. So there were rooms you could go in. So I was still taking calls. Like I was going into these back rooms taking calls, and I had a call with my mentor before the open mic. And my mentor, which I love, I just want everybody to have a mentor. Like, please have a mentor. Like, go find one immediately. And like a 10-minute conversation just made all those emotions. And it wasn't just a conversation. It was the energy of the event. It was just the atmosphere. And then that conversation, I was like, I feel lighter. Like, I feel lighter. I want to talk about something lighter, you guys. I'm sitting in the back. I know that my turn's coming up. These people are doing so great. You got people singing. You got people doing comedy skits. You got people doing all these things. I'm like, dang, what am I going to do? Because I don't want to do what I just wrote.
Yeah.
So I'm downloading this game. I downloaded Heads Up. And I'm like, okay, maybe we'll play a game.
I'm listening. You keep going.
Yeah. So then, so then we were going to do Heads Up. No, I asked them, do you want me to do you guys want to play Heads Up? Or I could read a random note from my phone. You guys, I was like, let's vote for the game. When I say it was silent, like maybe 3 people were like, woo, and I feel like there were pity woos because nobody cheered. And then I was like, oh, you guys want me to be vulnerable? The crowd goes crazy. So like what you're cultivating is an atmosphere of vulnerability. And yeah, you take over. So that was the backstory.
Love that. Sorry, I just got a text from someone. Sorry, like.
It doesn't bother me.
No, but I really want to focus on this because like that moment really spoke to me because it was like she basically asked for people, you know, like, hey, do you want to have fun and laugh or do you want to be vulnerable and share? And it was like there was just like this moment that I was like, man, there's just really just a community of people that like maybe have some like deep grief or like me, you know, maybe just need to feel supported and loved in a different way than just like a laugh, you know? It's like that to me was like, I don't know. I explained this to one of my friends last night who was there. I was like, the people that actually, you know, Robin Williams died because he was so depressed. And it's like, you would never think that because he is this comedian. He's funny. He's full of life, all this kind of stuff. But come to find out, like, that's what ended up killing him was his depression, you know? And it's like, the people that you think are the biggest lights, that are the loudest, or the happiest, are always the people that are really dealing with like the most grief. And like one thing that I've learned about Brooks, and I hope you don't mind me sharing, but it was like, you know, you are the oldest of 10 kids. Like you deal with a lot of what is the word I'm looking for? Addiction in your family. Not you in particular, but like your family. And it's like for you to get up there and just be such a light. And like really just be like, I don't give a fuck. Like I'm not gonna let the world take me down. I'm like, thank God I have those kinds of people around me, because it's like I'm going through that right now, you know. And it's like,
you are in such a major way too.
And I'm just like so grateful because it's like, oh, thank God there are people that really want to like care.
Because they don't even know that they just care, and it feels like it was allowing everybody else to be like, you guys can be vulnerable. Yeah. It was them giving them permission to also be vulnerable.
Yeah, and it's just like, and the prayer thing was just so beautiful. It was like, and the fact you're talking about solar, like the sun, I'm like, you are the fucking sun. Like, and like, I'll share this with you, and you might, you know, we have a little bit of a different view when it comes to like church and God and things like that, but like, you know, there's a quote that the author is unknown. It says, "For we are gods, but we have forgotten." Oh, and I think every time you pray to like God, like you're praying to that highest version of yourself, of love. You know, like how can I love people better? How can I
say that we have different views, but then you say things. I'm like,
I agree.
What are you talking about?
I guess it's because like you go to like traditional church, which is not traditional to you. It's traditional to me, and like a lot of like God dying on the cross and like those stories, I feel like, not that they're not true, but I do think that some of them may be a little dramatized, and I don't necessarily believe them for face value. Like I believe that the Bible.
Let's stay on topic.
Yeah.
That's a whole deep another. You guys are gonna have to string for another day.
Oh yeah. But see, that's what I mean. Yeah. That's when I say that. That's why I give that caveat because I know there is some differences. So, but I'm glad that we agree on the core.
Yeah, because the Holy Spirit. I mean, in the Bible it says like when God created us in His image. Like the Holy Spirit is inside of us. That's why the power is in our tongue and what we speak. And
yes.
Like we're little gods walking around here.
Yeah, high five. I'm so glad we can at least agree on that.
So we're creators. Like, like when Creator Jules, like that, I love that because you are a creator.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not just art. Like you can create life. You can create
life and death are in the power of the tongue.
In the power of the tongue, and it's because you're a little God. How did God create the world? With His words.
Yeah.
Like literally, He said, "Let there be light," and there was light.
Yeah.
If you say that there's darkness, and that's why, like, even though I do have these mental illnesses, I'm working on not talking about them or speaking them out loud, because once you speak it out loud, you're speaking it into the future.
Yeah, and it's mostly I've noticed like this morning, right? Like I was in my bathtub and I was focused on negative things and like negative people and negative circumstances, and not that if I just. Like, they're still there. Like, reality is still happening. But it's like, when I share that with somebody that I trust, they accept that. They care for me. I'm like, okay, you know what? I can deal with that now. Like, I can walk through life stronger because I know that I have somebody to care. You see that little tin that's brown? Yeah. No. Over 3. Yeah, that one. That's our oil. You might need to put the pan down and then pick that up.
Right.
Yeah.
My old boss used to tell me that I did that. Like, I don't know what. I'll handicap myself sometimes.
I think it's because you and I have a similar backstory, and I've noticed every time I kind of talk about it, I feel like you probably start thinking about your backstory too, and it's a lot of emotion. So it's just something we share. So it's like your brain doesn't work quite right when you're like also dealing with like
other things.
Yeah, your emotions start to go off in your brain, and your drugs are like, no, you're like, I can't. That's why I drive shit.
Me too. I just stopped. I was like, you know what? This is just not for me.
Yeah.
Anyways, back on topic. Sorry, 2 ADHD girls, let's go.
So we talked about what we liked. I really liked your
You
outfit. I liked my outfit.
Yeah,
I liked that I had the future vision for the event. I need to plug in my laptop.
You
too.
liked that it doubled in size?
Okay, so we were supposed to do probably around like 25 people this meetup. We had 46 people there.
Amen.
Yes.
Shout out to the people that showed up.
Yes, and I will say this, I went heavy in the paint this time. Because I've learned from these last 3 events how to do it better and like how to be more organized, and it just gets better every time. Girlfriend. So yeah, I liked that a lot. I liked the glassware that we had. That was very fancy. We were very fancy. I liked, at some point during the event, I started, what is the word? I started like pouring people glasses and offering it to them. So you doing sparkling or still, you know?
Were you?
Yeah.
I missed that. I don't know where I was. I was probably having a conversation with some great people.
Honestly, but it was like a really good part of it, and I really enjoyed that because it was like, I don't know, it's just like service to the next level, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So there was that I really enjoyed. And then, what else did I like? I just liked the people that were there.
Yeah, the people were lit. I have a crush on everybody.
Honestly, the unique oddities of people that I pull in, I just genuinely
Let me tell you guys, Jules has the eye for the hotties, girls and guys.
Oh yeah,
and the ones with the good souls.
Yeah, truly. Well, because it's the hotties that dress differently or like act differently.
Yeah.
That I'm like, we should be friends.
The alternative hotties.
The alternative hotties.
We love a good alternative hottie.
It's like, I know you used to be seen or emo.
Yeah.
So I know you have some deep grief that you'd like to share.
We're all secretly emo as fuck.
Fuck yeah. And the only reason I wasn't more emo scene is because I was in church.
Well, yeah, and I was raised by country people, but I did.
Exactly.
I was very much like into Harajuki and all that. So.
Oh yeah.
Like,
You're so
I didn't
cute.
know what K-pop was, but I was definitely like a K-pop girly.
I'm pretty sure is it Harajuku?
Harajuku?
I don't know. Vote in the comments. Anyways, let us know how to pronounce it. Like, I don't know.
We don't know. Girl.
Whenever you start plating, let me know. I'm gonna scooch over to this spot and we can eat in the living
We're
room.
almost done. I'm just waiting.
You're good. Do your thing.
I guess not. I'm just waiting to make eggs now.
Yeet. Anywho, so with that being said, that's what I liked. So let's talk about I wish. What did you wish was? Who's calling you?
Nobody. I'm just gonna go live too.
Oh, okay. What do you wish was like? What do you wish you would have had, or would have like? You know, like man, I wish I would have had this, or I wish I would have come prepared with this, or you know, something.
Well, I left my tripod on my last business trip.
Damn.
Yeah, and that's been hard, like not having a tripod because I take it everywhere with me.
Yeah. So maybe that needs to go on the Amazon wish list?
Yeah, that definitely needs to go on the Amazon wish list.
Yeah, I wish we would have had an Amazon wish list. I made a joke about a wireless mic, and somebody was like, you should make an Amazon wish list.
You should. Like, if people would, like, donate and stuff.
Yeah, that's what we really need.
Or you can, like, hey, you guys buy a ticket or fly us.
Yeah.
I think that people would definitely donate.
Okay, so a wireless mic.
Yeah.
Because
it would be cool, like, to have tripods set up throughout the space so that people could, because that will make people make more content.
Yeah.
So, and that's, I think that's really, like.
Tripods for phone.
What else do we wish? I wish that, okay, at the end, I'm gonna be honest.
I wish there was more models. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, at the end, I love the girl that sang. Her voice was amazing. But I do wish that the end would have ended with more of a mixer. Instead of, like, it ending with the music only. Like, I think, like, 2 songs would have been good because after we did that panel discussion, it got people's thoughts, like, moving. And then we weren't able to we weren't able to.
So actually, I wrote this as a note to Veronica, who's like the main marketing manager at the Deep Ellum Foundation. I said, changing agenda to be open mic first hour, artist talk, performer, and then DJ.
Yeah, because we needed that time. Like, I think that a lot of people, that I think success loves speed.
Yeah.
And there's some people that were super excited, and maybe they would have went up and talked to different people that were on the panel right after, but allowing so much time in between, and then people were leaving after too. Like, I think that they might have even stayed longer if they would have got to connect, because I think that's the main reason that people are there. The music is great, but to stop and then be like, okay, the event's over after like the end of it was like, I don't feel like it was the best way to end the event.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. The only thing that I really enjoy was that it kind of.
She was great though, like her voice.
I mean, I was ready to go to sleep after her, which I was very excited about because I wanted to go to sleep.
Yeah, no facts. No, I think it was great, but I'm just saying, I just think that after the panel, there needs to be time to talk.
Well, yeah, and I feel like the panel needs to be closer to the beginning. But yeah, I think the agenda switch around, that's going to help that a lot.
Yeah. So that's what I wish. I wish that we would have had a little bit more food.
Yeah, more food.
Because that, you guys, she had a huge tray. It was literally gone like the first
hour.
It started at 7. It probably, I don't even think it lasted an hour.
Really?
I literally think it lasted like 25 minutes.
What would be really cool is like, I loved the middle thing that we had, that little like fall kind of whatever,
yeah,
which
me too.
girl, I picked that up for fucking free in the hallway.
Did you?
Yeah. People put out stuff for free all the time.
And it was the centerpiece of the night.
It was. And so what I would love for, and this is something I wish I would have thought about, is like placement of things and like had that prepared for people. Like you stepping up and being the aesthetic that you were made that what it was. But it's like, if I would have had that fall thing in the middle, like it, like a quarter of it would have been glassware, and then a quarter of it would have been the drinks.
Yeah.
The drinks are a little hard, but and then the rest of it maybe food kind of thing.
Okay, that's the other thing, the drinks.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was tough.
Drink station,
we gotta work on that. Yeah.
That's something that we're just, that whole station needs.
I need somebody to man that, honestly.
Yeah, no, literally, like, and I think like if I would have, like, okay.
I wish I had more volunteers.
Yeah, volunteers, literally. Like, yeah, because it needs to, like, we needed more drinks because, like, we had tea, but the tea was not made. Like, there was just, it was kind of just
It was, I got all the materials, but I didn't have enough.
People
to get it done.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
Like,
thank God for Isaac.
Make it happen. No, Isaac was great.
Yeah, thank God. He was like, I'm making another pot of coffee. Making another pot of coffee. I was like, you're so sweet. Thank you. Poor kid. I need to plug in your phone. Hold on. I have a little stand for you.
Oh, thanks.
Got this little portable baby.
Shout out.
There you go.
I think that another thing that I wish is that, like, I think you had made a great idea, not idea, but a plan. Your plan was to have people. You wanted us to walk in, and you had content planned.
Yeah, and I never got around to it.
And we didn't get around to it. Why? Because you didn't delegate. That wasn't a delegated task.
I had somebody that said they were going to show up and they didn't show up.
Oh, they were supposed to do that.
Yeah.
So, because I think, like, we gotta get more content. Like, the night was so beautiful. And I mean,
we're just going to have you turn around so I can charge at the same time. So you're just going to have to look at yourself.
That's fine. I'm going to restart it, actually.
Why?
Well, you think I should? I mean, we just moved it around so much, no?
No, it's fine.
Alright, cool.
Potato. Alright.
Yeah. So,
oh man, do we have potatoes? That'd be great. Anyway, sorry.
No, like literally. Besides that, what else? I think that's it. I mean,
I was grateful the Deep Ellum Foundation had somebody to check people in. That was lit.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was wondering, are you looking for who has tickets and who didn't?
Honestly, this time around, I just told her. What I told her was like, look, if somebody comes in and they haven't bought a ticket, but they have like a message from me saying like, hey, you're gonna be my guest, just have them show you the message where I texted them or whatever.
So she was doing that.
She was doing that. She also took account. The front desk woman was beautiful.
She was
She was
nice.
great.
Yeah.
Well, apparently her and her husband are entrepreneurs. They have multiple businesses, and she thinks everything is a little bit too corporate for young people these days.
Yeah.
So she really loved our mission.
Oh,
yeah. So really enjoyed having her around. Actually, I need to text that too. I'm pretty sure. What was her name? Hold on a second. Select all cut. Let me look. Veronica, where you at? What was her name? So
like we just did wish. Wait, do you have any other wishes?
So right now I have wireless mic, tripods for iPhone, for phone.
We should have done that freaking trend that where the camera's up in the sky and everybody's like we need to have one piece of content that's like this will get done and it needs to be on the schedule, like 30 minutes to like.
Well, it needs to be part of that first 30 minutes of like photographers coming in and networking, and that's the thing that's been suffering the most. Is like there's supposed to be a content creation, like 30 minutes.
A photographer and a content creator are two different things.
Anybody that has a camera that they've invested money in, I'm like, you're a content creator.
Yeah, but they're not. They're in their head. They're thinking videos. They're thinking photos. They're not thinking Instagram reels. And
yeah, that's true.
You know, it's a whole different. Like their videos are going to be great, and we can make content like through that.
I'm putting as a volunteer content master, and I'm probably just gonna have you do that job.
Yeah, for real. Because I'll go and be like, "Hey guys, we're about to make this reel." So you know, and I think that's one thing I wish, because I wish like that was such a perfect place for us to make that viral content that everybody's going viral from.
Yeah, like I mentioned inside of the encouragement group message.
Yeah, and you had the plan. Again, we're just working on the execution.
Yeah, well, and you see that, like, I post up. I wish people would be a little bit more involved, like,
but
throughout the month.
Yet,
I know.
They don't know yet, though. They're just seeing you playing all this stuff, and you're like, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. So, like, I think that what I wish is that you would express that you need help. I think that you try to take on, and it's not bad because you are great, but you're not an octopus, okay? So, like, just like, hey guys, I want to do this. Who likes this idea? Okay, who would like to volunteer to help me make sure this gets done?
Yeah.
Like, because I love the way that you tell us everything's gonna get done, but you seem so like confident, which is great. But it's like people think you just have it. Like you're gonna like you already got it set up. You're just letting us know what's going on. Yeah. We don't know we're in these group chats because hey, you guys are actually my helpers. Like, all we know is that you added us to another group chat.
Because I don't feel like y'all guys are my helpers. I feel like y'all are my partners. Yeah, like so I don't want to tell people or ask people to help because I want people to be inspired to like step up and be like you are now. You know, like you're like, man, I see your vision now.
We already know that we're not common. And
I don't want common people on the team. What are you talking about? I'll wait years to get the right people.
But some of these people are really young and they just need a little bit of oomph. It's like, okay, give somebody a plan and see if they run it. And if they don't run it, then don't ask them again. Yeah. And if they do run it, give them a chance. You know?
It's true. It's true. Okay, so this is what I have for the wish list. Wireless mic, tripods for iPhone, agenda update. Let me write that. Agenda update. And actually, I have like a little list that I wrote out. Food partners, so that would be like Deer Dry Drinkery.
Well, because don't you already have a plan for there's sponsors coming in?
Yeah, I actually have a $1,500 sponsor for the January meetup.
Shout out to the people that are.
Yeah, Deer Dry Drinkery is a new client of ours. They are a mom and pop shop out in Austin.
Not too fast. Can we say shout out to Jules? Because I don't see many people that are creating events like this and then finding partners to collaborate so quick. So first, shout out to Jules, and congratulations on these partnerships because that's huge. That's huge. Like I think we say you're saying this, but you're not like. Are you taking a minute to just take it all in that this is like happening? Me, I'm always like, can you take it in? Can you just celebrate yourself real quick? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Okay, sorry. Now back to the sponsors. No, like I literally like some people.
Thank you.
Just let you know, like you're doing great. Like I thought that was awesome when I saw that you guys were doing something with, like another. Oh, we didn't add that. What I liked is that there was no alcohol.
Yeah. I
loved that. And then the next event, there's gonna be non-alcoholic like beverages, right?
Yeah.
You want to tell us about that?
Yeah. So Deer Dry Drinkery is one of our.
Deer Dry Drinkery.
Yes, Deer Dry Drinkery.
Deer Dry Drinkery, like the Deer Dry Drinkery.
Yeah.
The letter.
Yes.
Okay.
DDD.
DDD. Triple D.
Triple D.
Oh. If you're from Dallas, you get it.
Yeah. So Deer Dry Drinkery, they are going to start providing non-alcoholic beverages for us. We'll hit in here. So Deer Dry Drinkery is going to be starting to provide non-alcoholic beverages. What we do at How to Be Social is take we become partners to help them with their digital strategies. Honestly, everything.
Strategies and strategies. We're
It's
talking
a
about it all.
metaphor, yeah.
It's a mixture.
It's a metaphor.
Depending on which event you come to.
So yeah, they are a current digital strategy partner. We just picked them up. What we do at How to Be Social is we take 50% of our funds and we put it back into the fund to pay for, you know, people inside of the company to like go on vacation or things like have fitness memberships. Those are the things that we invest in, but we also reinvest back into our partners. So we actually buy the products. And of course we ask for discounts and things like that and like maybe give us a bottle or two extra. That way we can like, you know, stay cost efficient. But
and you're providing influencers to promote their products.
And yes, and there is a trade there where we, you know, provide the influencers to make product user-generated content. You just see it. This is why you're gonna be the content master.
Yeah. Well, and that's a fee. Like that's like that's how we make our living. So it's like doing that for free for them is like that's a big deal.
Yeah, and I think the other thing too is like, you know, I've always felt a little weird about this, but it's like I'm gonna give anybody that makes content or performs a free ticket from now on.
Yeah.
And that's just something that I want to do because it's like, you know, I mean, you're showing up and you're showing that you care. You know, you're sharing your heart, you're sharing your art, you're making this a place that people want to be. So I know it's $15 may not be a lot right now as like a ticket, but like maybe that and a plus one, $30, you know, just to show up and like be who you want to be and have a good time and then make some content in the meantime. But really what I want to do is through the Patreon is like start getting anybody that shows up to the events, if they're invested in being an influencer or a content creator, sign up for the Patreon. It's $15 a month. There's going to be opportunities through our partners like Deirdre Drinkery to make user-generated content. And, you know, we'll select people that have a story that connects with the brand so that creates viral content. And then at the events, we'll just get group content of everybody together. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense. So then you have another sponsor coming out too, though.
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about that just yet because we haven't signed on the dotted line.
Okay, cool. Well,
Catherine was the volunteer's name. She did a great job for check-in. I knew it was a C. I just didn't want to mess it up. Thank you, Catherine.
Thank you, Catherine. All right, so we did Wish. What's the last one?
I wish, I wonder. So I wonder is like if I would have changed this or moved this or...
I wonder what would have happened if.
Yeah, so like that's the agenda change, right? So I have a couple of things.
I got one. I wonder what would have happened if we would have got the content creators together before the event and actually created content around the event.
And see, that's what the what do you call it?
Because I mean, I did it and you did it, and I think that'll
and that was
encourage other people to do it as well.
Yeah.
But I think like another way is like getting people together and having a like what would it have been like if you would have had a Creator Meetup for that meetup.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
100%.
Because people want to be a part of something. So if they see that, okay, these people are coming together, they're making content, we always talk about it, which I know it's on the schedule. It's happening.
Yeah.
Right? It's happening soon.
Social calendar.
Yeah, the social calendar is coming out.
Yes. That's one thing too is like, you know, I want people to join the Patreon to do that. And the first week is free on Patreon too. So it's like, if you join, like if you see something on our stories that you're like, man, I really want to come to that, I want the details to that, you can join the Patreon for free for the first week, come to one of those events. And if it's your thing, you know, keep your membership on, you know, like just do the damn thing.
Yeah.
And then if you don't like it, cancel it. Like, not going to hurt our feelings. We want you to be a part of the community that you feel most loved and cherished in.
For sure.
So, yes. And actually, December 2nd is supposed to be our first day, and we're going to go to the Gaylord Texan.
December 2nd?
Yeah.
So that's Saturday.
Yeah, I need to get on that. Luckily, it's still November. I got 3 days.
That thing that was up with that girl today, maybe I can have her come to that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That would be good.
Amazing. I love that.
And then she would get to meet new people, too.
Yay. Also, an idea I'm excited about. So, you know how they had, like, little rooms off to the side?
Yeah.
I wonder if we have podcast rooms. So me inviting some of my friends to do podcasts, to do like their mobile podcasts in there. And the Deep Ellum Foundation has Deep Ellum Radio.
Yeah.
So my friend Amber LaFrance, she does a all-female radio kind of station thing.
Yeah.
Having her set up in a room. Afraz has a podcast. It's
you know
more.
What I'm making?
I do. Just give me the full works. Having him set up in another podcast room, and then maybe like 1 or 2 more people, and then they can do 5-minute interviews with influencers. That gets your brand out there. That gets them connected to a plethora of influencers, and it's like just great cross-pollination.
Right.
So that was something I was thinking about for
And
New
I think
Year's.
that'll be a good foreshadowing for an upcoming service that Stay Social will be providing in the future.
Interesting. Put it there. That's a new idea.
Yeah. It's like kind of like teasing people, like because it hasn't fully, all these things haven't fully launched yet. But it's like, this is what you can start to expect.
And I'm going to have to, I have a mentor of mine that refuses to go into Deep Ellum. And so I'm going to have to ask him and be like, look, I want you to be the person that gets the benefit of this because you're the person that believed in me first, but you have got to like.
Well, why does it have to be in Deep Ellum?
Because that's where we're going to be for the next 3 months.
He won't come to the space. The space is great.
I know, he doesn't like Deep Ellum.
Deep Ellum's, I can understand that.
Yeah, and I get it. But, like, that part of it, town, like, right there is actually pretty safe.
I mean, we're safe. We're inside. Like, we're not... I mean, Deep Ellum is fine if you know where you're going and that's being intentional. The
space that we have is actually set apart from, like, where Deep Ellum is.
Yeah, it doesn't even really feel like Deep Ellum.
Yeah.
It feels like it's, like, on the outskirts.
It's
almost uptown.
Do you know where the Profit Bar is? Definitely not uptown, but it's close to downtown.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you ever go to the Profit Bar?
No.
So the Profit Bar was like a big deal. Like when I first got to Dallas, it's not as popular anymore. I don't even know if it's still there, but everybody would go to the Profit Bar. It was like a thing. Mm-hmm. So, anyways. Okay, so also I wrote having a speaker for the Deep Ellum Foundation talk about the mission and vision, which I'm just going to get Brianni to do that because she's somebody that I just need her to have more buy-in to the event.
You mentioned that you wish that there were more models there. Why?
I want Suteki, which is going to be, I told you I didn't want to talk to you about this, but okay.
You didn't want to talk to me about it?
Not yet, because he hasn't signed on the dotted line yet, and I try not to get my hopes up until people do, but it's also kind of manifesting that this happens. So he showed up last night. He's the guy that runs Suteki, which is a Wagyu Japanese beef, and he has multiple restaurants in Dallas and in New York, and I would love to have models that have, like, little pieces of his meat with toothpicks in it just walking around. Like, you know,
oh my God.
Right?
It's giving Brazilian steakhouse vibes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's classy.
Yeah. I
so,
love that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I love that vision.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, we're going to manifest that one for sure.
Yeah.
Models walking around with steak? Amen.
Yeah. I wonder if we would have gotten there 2 hours ahead of time instead of just 1 hour ahead of time.
Did you have that option?
No. So I'm putting it in as a request. Question, did you make scrambled eggs or did you only make over easy?
She said over easy.
Like over easy scrambled eggs.
No, that's not a thing. It's easy. Scrambled easy is a thing.
You can take it up with her. I'm just the messenger.
Shit. Well, you didn't say. You said over. You said.
I just repeated
easy.
what she said.
She wanted them scrambled easy.
Yeah.
I can make this one scrambled easy. Well, it's gonna be hard now.
It's okay, sister. That's why we all have different.
You'll probably still like it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm gonna just say I didn't understand the message.
Yeah, and I'll just say I didn't understand the.
She wanted over. She wanted easy scrambled.
Yeah.
Not over. It's fine.
I'm actually not sure if that's exactly what she wanted. She told me that when she orders her scrambled eggs, she orders them over easy.
Scrambled easy, not over easy. Over easy is like this.
Well, she'll argue with you that what she's saying is right.
I am a egg. I love egg. Whatever. This is what we got.
It is what it is.
It is what it is at this point.
Yeah.
It looks great.
It does look great. Yeah. Do you want to separate those into different plates, though?
Yeah, I will.
I'm like, you want us to gather around this one?
Well, I was gonna let everybody kind of grab which ones they wanted because some of them are. Well, I like over medium.
That was kind of mean. I didn't mean it like that.
What?
The way that I said it.
Oh, I didn't. Girl, if it hurts my feelings, I'll let you know.
Thanks.
That one was not one of those.
I wonder if we had a secure room to store the glassware, so I didn't have to keep taking it back and forth.
What do you mean?
The glassware. You know how
What do you mean a secure room?
Like having a room that's dedicated to supplies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if the drinks would have been at the front, pre-poured.
Yes, I did have that on here.
Well, you can't pre-pour coffee.
Table. Yes, that's true. Table needs to be up front with glassware and a sign that says "Take one." But yeah, the coffee is a little bit. That'll be an interesting. Needs someone to pour coffee. Okay. I wanted to have printed agendas for guests when they walk in. That way they're not just kind of like guessing what's happening or like networking through the entire thing. Because I do want people to shut up for a little bit.
Yeah. Do you have fruit?
You can look. I don't know.
Oh, you had bacon.
Oh.
Anyways, keep going.
Chairs need to be set up in a circle with an opening for the DJ and a band. So like a circle and then DJ and a band is like in the corner of the circle.
You know what? There needed to be. I wonder what would happen if we would have had a dance floor, because I didn't see many people dancing, and that's one thing I did like about the other space. Well, the one that I went to, everybody was dancing, and I don't know. I just love dancing, and I don't think that anybody needs to be a good dancer, and I think it would give opportunity for people to dance.
So what if like the chairs like were all circled around the room facing inward and like the dance floor was in the middle and like the DJ and the other stuff like I think sometimes about putting the DJ and the music people in the middle as well.
Yeah, I love that idea.
Okay, I was kind of insecure about that idea.
I think that's really good because it's better for content.
Yeah.
It's better for everything. Like it's better for synergy. It's just like everybody can see everybody. Nobody's looking at the back of anybody's head.
Yeah.
And that's just such a vibe. You have a big circle, a DJ booth in the middle, and now you have all this room in the middle to just dance and vibe. Yeah. That's
Love
getting
it.
artsy.
Love it. Just getting.
Yeah, shout out to me. You can't really see this. Let me show y'all. Oh! Will you unplug me?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Also, you should probably see what this looks like, but.
What?
Oh no, why is this not plugged in? What happened? Hold on.
You might want to. I don't know if you want hot sauce or what, but.
I'm not a big hot sauce person. Oh, because this went dead. That's why.
There you go. Oh, your camera went dead?
Yeah.
We're not streaming?
No, we are because I have this one. I always have a backup, sister.
Oh, period.
So we are still streaming. It was just. Look at this. Oop.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Look at it. It looks. Oh, we're just gonna turn this camera down. Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm so excited to eat this.
Oh, it's terrible, but it's fine.
I'm gonna turn this way.
Make a story. I want to make a story, but I can't because I'm live.
Alexandria, will you come eat with us in the living room? I want to get your take on the breakfast and how it's healthy so we can shout out Fit by Tips.
I'm not looking at film right now.
You don't have to be on camera. Can you just talk?
No.
Sometimes people just want to be better, so it's okay.
Okay.
Y'all can run out there, but I'm not.
It's okay if you don't want to. I understand that. Sometimes I don't want to.
No, it's just I literally. It's a little chills.
No, you don't even have to.
Which I hate that kind of thing. So.
I understand.
I know. I'm just trying to shout
You're
you
so
out.
cute
I'm trying to
though.
shout
Like,
out
you're so
your
cute.
business through my channel.
Once I get it figured my life out, I'll.
Girlfriend, you've got to just keep going and figure it out as it comes. And accept help when people want to shout you out.
Everything's my way, and if that's not something I'm comfortable with, then that's not something I'm comfortable with.
I know. I'm just saying you should let people help and support you.
I can help, but I don't have to talk. I don't have to do it by talking.
Okay. Can I ask you questions?
Jules, accept no. Don't
I'm
push.
just trying to collaborate instead of feeling shut down. Because that's how I am. So, it's about working together
Where's my plate?
in my world. So, and I just want to work together to help you get new clients, which I already promised you that I was going to help you do. And so, you have to also accept that this is how I help.
I understand. Again, I'm just not comfortable with speaking on camera. It's not what I want to do right now. I need to study in the first place, and so I can, if you would like me to sit out here and eat and hang out with you guys for like 5 minutes, I can do that. But other than that, I really need to focus on what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Where's my plate though? Oh, I think I left it over there. Yeah. Okay. We're in our own vibe anyway. Literally, we're in our whole vibe over here.
I'm going to go sit in the living room.
Okay. I'll clean up this mess after.
Oh, you're fine. I always believe if you cook, I clean, and vice versa.
Amen.
That's how I've always been, sister.
I want some sauce, some hot sauce.
Yeah, we bring. It doesn't have to. You want? I think there's some sauce, like
Yeah,
different
sauce, some
sauces inside of the.
Maybe there's some sauce up here, but over there. Ooh, chili powder. Anyone want chili powder?
I don't not have chili powder. I like saucy sauce.
I like saucy sauce too. I think that's pretty good. What kind of sauce?
Oh damn, it's broke, but whatever. Okay.
Oh, it's like this.
Yeah.
What kind of sauce you got?
So we got sriracha.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
All right.
Sriracha and avocado toast, fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the coconut aminos. And then maybe a little bit of this. Yeah, I don't mind spicy stuff. It's just not like my normal go-to for things. So, yee.
All right, so.
Ooh.
Wait, so what is your business? What is her business?
Alexandria is actually just getting started with the actual business side, but she is Instagram already. It's called Fit by Tips, and Fit by Tips is right now just one-on-one coaching and training.
Oh.
Her vision
For physical.
yes, so it's like personal training in
Okay.
terms of like getting fit.
I love that.
But she is currently like still in the process of learning and working at a couple different places just to figure out exactly like what her method to the madness is. But she's more than capable. She's training a couple people right now just to like help them and be kind.
Yeah.
And then once I've got a couple of job things lined up, so I've already told her that I want to hire her to help me.
Sorry, the kitchen's a mess. I'm gonna clean it after.
Stop saying that. I'm gonna clean it. But yeah, so mostly it's just like
So fitness. She's a fitness girl.
fitness girly.
Yeah.
But this is what I was gonna
you're
say.
an
Her
Instagram
vision
girly.
is that
You
she
give
doesn't do it in
Instagram
person. Her vision is that she does it all online.
Virtual.
Yeah.
Cause
We're
Instagram.
still trying to figure out what I want to do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just what you've told me.
Yeah, because I've gone back and forth a lot lately,
Yeah.
which is why I'm not really ready to commit to like
Yeah.
a specific thing, just because I don't know. Because a lot of what I want to do is not
But yeah,
I love that.
You can't really do it, a lot of it.
No, yeah, because now that people want interaction, especially like you're so beautiful, like I feel like a lot of your clients are just gonna want to be around you.
True.
I don't know.
Which sucks because I don't want to be around. I feel that. Like I like to work from home too. Like the least amount of social interaction. You know what? I feel like all the girlies that are online girlies, we prefer to be online. Like we only exist online for real. We're actually not even real people. You know? We're actually just online. Like
There's a TikTok sound that says that.
Really?
You cannot meet me in person. I do not exist. I'm only online.
I'm only online. Literally, like I feel that. And then I feel like because it's so easy to fall into the trap, and this is gonna be very controversial. What I'm gonna say is, but like, you can start to people will like they have an idea of who you are through social media, and then they meet you in person, and like it's just a whole. I don't think that sometimes you need to meet fans in real life.
No.
Does that make sense?
Well,
like because it's kind of toxic. It's a toxic.
And I mean, you train
situation.
Tyler like virtually, basically. I mean, not like virtually, but I mean, he's working out on your programs, and then when he needs help, he just calls you.
That's only one person.
That's why in my head you're already doing it.
Oh, I know I do it. It's different. I wouldn't say he's the best example. He's not really. It's not like he's going to it with my program. I didn't create Tyler program. He just asked me questions for advice, and I give him answers to those questions. But I've never really like made a program for him specifically. The only person within my close family people has been Aaron that I've actually made programs for.
Yeah.
But I make programs all the time for people. That's not new.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess in my head I'm like, you're basically already doing it. And now, like, when you posted that, like, I'm charging for it, I was like, fuck yeah. So that just makes me be more like, how do we keep pushing the mission?
So what kind of programs are they? Like workouts or like, do you want them to eat?
It depends on what their goals are and things like that.
Yeah, for me, I was doing a live in the gym yesterday. I shouted you out, but then my phone died, so it didn't get posted. But I finally figured out like what I want to do is like I want to focus on my stomach and my arms because like my legs are already long, so it's like, huh? Okay, I don't know what you mean by focusing on it, or like what you want to focus on.
Like whether they want to lose weight, gain weight, what their diet wants to look like.
My ideal would just be get back to modeling. Like my modeling size, like size 4.
Wow.
Because I'm like a size 6'8" right now. Which is not bad. I'm still sexy, but.
Like you can gain muscle in areas to make it seem like you use powders, but powders is not real. It's physically impossible. It just depends on the way your body uses it.
Can you focus on one area though, in terms of like, because like that's how people like.
Reduction? No.
Well, not reduction. I mean like that's how like a lot of dudes like end up really beefy on top, but then like have no legs.
Why would you want to be that?
I don't want to be that. I'm just saying. I was curious. Like.
If you only train one muscle, obviously that muscle's gonna grow.
Mhm.
You don't train legs.
You just can't reduce certain areas. You can only grow certain areas.
Yeah, but it's a little bit more complicated than that.
I'm sure, but for my itsy bitsy knowledge.
Like I'm extremely quad dominant, so any sort of legs I needed to gain mass in my quads, so I actually put a lot of effort into making sure because your muscles will become like basically the way it works is like your muscles will become adjusted to your body, and the way you move. And so say like something like
Your eggs are getting cold.
I'm sure they
You
are.
like cold eggs?
I don't really care.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm sure they like so say for instance because I'm quad dominant, your quads will take over when that's a predominantly glute activated exercise. So you have to do things to make that muscle specifically grow, which means when I build programs, you have to know that person's body because if I just tell you, which is why I say I've never built Tyler a program because I could go tell you walk upstairs all day because that could get you the same perm, the big butt, but it won't ever do it for anyone.
So how do you know someone's body in order to help them? Yeah.
Which is hard to do online. Because you have to be able to like, it's as small as like when you're doing an overhead squat assessment. If their foot even moves like a quarter of an inch, then they have knee pathis or varus, which are two different things, but that's hard to see online. So again, goes back to that having a hard time wanting to teach people.
Do you want to do that?
Hey, if you leave that out here.
Like, well, the goal is to help people, and I've determined that I don't want to be one of those Insta influencer bitches who just sell programs that aren't for each individual.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't actually work for you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she just has that because that's what she did.
Yeah.
You might need an entirely
Different plan. I love
And
that.
so within going to school and learning all these things, it's like I have a hard time just because the other way is just money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Period.
Hey, if you leave that Christmas thing out here, I'll either A, fix it, or B, just buy a new one.
This was made by my little sisters, so I'm gonna try to.
Okay.
It was made by her when she was like 3 or 4.
Aww.
So, yeah.
Did you break? When did you break it?
I think when it was put in the dishwasher,
Oh.
I think something happened.
Well. Anyways, so I'm thinking, what were we talking about? I forgot.
Well, when the topic was just making, we were making breakfast. Topic was the How to Be Social Creator Meetup, and then we still took a moment to talk about her business and what she's trying to do. So it was great.
It was great.
All happened, still happened, and then, we did I Wish I Wonder. Now it's really just time for a
Yeah,
sign
we need to
off.
plan out what we need to be doing today so we can stay productive.
That's true. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign this off. Say I love you guys.
Bye, guys.
You got anything you want to tell the people how they can find you?
Just keep following Creator Jules. Will pop up eventually.
Shut up. This is the Brooks Impact on Instagram. Shoot her a DM. Ask her for advice. She's a great mentor if you need one. And just an all-around great person. She's a great friend. She's a good human being. She's got lots of joy, and she just wants people to feel their best. So,
Amen.
there you go. You know me, Creator Jules. Follow me here, and then all across the internet. I'm on all